Welcome to Spiritually Imperfect, the show where the metaphysical meets the practical. This is your space to explore the mysteries of the universe, embrace spiritual growth, and connect with the energies all around us. No one spiritual journey is perfect, but that's the beauty of it. Hosts Mike and Jen bring their unique blend of perspective, humor, and heartfelt nature to every episode. Whether encouraging, facilitating readings, or diving into exploring mediumship, energy healing, or searching for clarity, Spiritually Imperfect is a place to where discussions of the collective experiences that we all share comes to the surface. Now, here are your hosts of Spiritually Imperfect, Michael Christopher and Jennifer Lee.
Good morning, Michael.
What day is it?
It's Wednesday. We made it on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Crazy. Hello, Christine. Yeah, right? I can't believe we've made it that far.
To Wednesday?
Already. No, to Thanksgiving. Or to Wednesday, whichever way you want to look at it. It's been
Today's my Monday, so.
And
it feels like a Monday.
It feels like a Monday. Hello, Trish. Trish, where are you joining us from? I'm just curious because you put good evening, so curious.
Hello, Whitney.
Good morning, Whitney.
Scotland.
Nice. Well, welcome.
We're all over the place, I guess.
Poppy Cave, I see you there. Thank you for joining us this morning.
UK. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So it's early evening, right? What is it? 6 hours ahead of us, I think. So, yeah.
I know I'm going to butcher this name.
Labyrinth?
Labyrinthian Criterion, I believe.
There you go.
Hello.
We're just going to call you Lab. Sorry.
Lab.
I got to abbreviate.
CJ. Hello,
hey,
CJ. We got a lot of people coming in from YouTube today.
We're just giving it a few minutes, let people shuffle in.
What cards do you have with you today, Michael?
I'm just going to keep it simple today. I have my John Holland deck.
Nice. I like that deck. Hello, Christy. Hello, Tracy. 5 p.m., Michael.
5 p.m. Yep.
You were close.
Oh, there was the time change. Well, for you. Let's not get into times.
No, let's not do that. I have no idea what time it is. Time doesn't exist, right? So it makes no difference.
So good morning. I don't think we have a topic of discussion. So I'd like to reach out to you in the audience and see if there's anything you have questions about. I'm not looking for readings questions, like curiosities. Maybe you've had an experience you want to talk about or ask a question about. Those type of questions. We need something to talk about. And we're relying on you this morning to give us something to chat about.
We have a couple more people coming in I want to say hello to. So
Hi, Amy.
I see Opal there, Teresa, Tracy, my sister Amy hopped on. Kay Weezy and Brittany. Good morning, Brittany. Brittany says, hope it's a good morning so far. It's a little chaotic for me in my world today, but it's still a good morning. We're early. Here. It's a good morning, right? We made it. We made it.
All right. So nobody has any questions.
Hello, Tracy.
This cannot be.
This cannot be.
Nope. I'm just going to sit and stare at the camera awkwardly until someone gives us a topic of discussion.
Hello, Jenny. Oh, okay. So here's a question. CJ says that I'm mentally a mess, how to stay positive. So, I want to talk about that for a minute. I'm not a false positive person. I feel like we have to feel what we need to feel, but we don't need to sit in it, if that makes any sense at all. So feel the stuff that doesn't feel positive, feel it, work through it. And then gratitude is huge for positivity. Find the things that you are grateful for and shift your focus that way. We don't have to be fake positive, but there's always something that we're very, very grateful for. And gratitude, I feel like, is one of the quickest ways that we can shift out of that negative mindset where everything, everything just feels lower than it should. Start to look for the things to be grateful for and put your focus there. I promise you the energy will reciprocate. What happens a lot of times when we get in that negative mindset, the energy around us responds, and then everything feels more negative and heavy. So again, shift your focus. And I'm so sorry about your mother, CJ. I understand that simply because my father is kind of in the same boat, right? So I do understand where that is. And one day at a time. Don't project the fears into the future. Just one day at a time. Sit where you are, sit where she is, and concentrate on the now space. So that's the best way that I can, or the best advice that I can give you for that. And my love is with you and your mom.
Mm-hmm. Definitely sending prayers. Everybody send some good energy to CJ's mom.
Absolutely.
I want to add just a little bit to that, because especially in the spiritual list, and I don't mean that spiritualist, I mean everybody who's practiced spiritual. I cannot talk today. I'll talk about spiritual bypassing. Like, people put on this facade that they're always in a good mood and they're always happy, and they never show like negative emotions. I'm calling bullshit on that, because I think it gives people the wrong impression. You feel things, and you need to feel those things. If you're in a bad mood, freaking be in a bad mood.
Exactly. Feel it.
Don't take it out on other people, but allow yourself to just be pissed. And then go find a way to alleviate that pissy feeling. For me, it's exercise, getting out of the house, especially like we're in the northern climate up here. Cabin fever is a real thing. You get stuck in the routine. You can't really, I shouldn't say you can't be outside, but a lot of times you choose not to be outside because of the weather. Because literally in some cases it is like life-threatening. So don't go out
Your
when
face
it's
freezes as soon as you walk out.
you got to get out. You got to move. You got to, it's, if you find yourself in that stagnant, place, just find a way to get out of it. And it's literally just get moving. I mean, I'm going to keep that short and simple, but you have to, allow yourself to feel those emotions and just be pissy. It's healthy. I think it's healthy.
It is healthy. It is healthy. Otherwise you squash them down, right? And you were talking about movement in the body. Movement in the body moves energy, right? So if all of those emotions and those things that you've allowed yourself to feel, we do have to move them. Mm-hmm. And literally it's done through movement. And Michael said, like, the weather, at least where we are, is going to get a little bit, it gets a little bit hard. So whatever you can do, I started dancing. And really, I just danced by myself. I started dancing, and it's very intuitive. I start just moving, right? And moving that energy where I feel like it needs to move. And it's awesome. It's just movement. So whatever works for you. Mm-hmm. I saw a question up here. It's me. She says, I'm wondering about how you readers think healing should be. Oh, this is a huge loaded topic for me. First of all, healing is very individual. There's no way that it should be. Grief, healing, all of the things that come with it. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. It's very much what it looks like to you. I kind of have, this is one of those subjects. This is one of those dicey subjects, right? I kind of have a little bit of beef with the word healing. I feel like we spend a lot of our life healing. This is not to say there are not things that we do need to heal from and we do need to work through. But I feel like it's a word that's thrown around a lot. And especially in the spiritual community, I just keep hearing we need to heal, 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 heal. What are we healing from? Sometimes I don't even know that we know what it is that we are supposed to heal from. And so healing to me looks like living. Live your life, have fun, laugh, and do those things. Those things are healing in itself. And again, I'm not discounting that there are some real things that we need to heal from. But again, that's going to look very individual. There is no right way. And there is no wrong way. Margie's right. Nature heals. Nature does heal. So get outside and, do those things, whatever it looks like to you. Yes, you're right. It's too much. If you accept the pain, then you win already. Feel the emotion and like we talked about earlier, and live life. That in itself is huge. And you are right, Margie. Healing is not stopping grief. It's learning to live with it. Exactly.
I can only speak, I can speak about a lot of things, but as far as like, I'll put it in the context of mediumship and that type of healing. Having to go through the loss, of somebody that you're close to. Everybody's going to handle that different, and I think a lot of people try to bottle it up and suppress that emotion instead of letting it come out and sharing what they're feeling, especially with other family members and friends. Again, you're going to have your own way. Everybody's going to have their own opinion.
Absolutely.
But, I think it's important too to also consider professional help. If you get to the point where you're just, in it so deep that you find that there's no way out of it, I think there's a point where you have to consider reaching out to somebody. And the thing is too, I hear people say, not a lot, but you'll hear people say, well, you just got to get over it. You're never going to get over it. To me, it's always learning to live your life without that person being there. And that's going to be a daily challenge for some people.
Absolutely.
And I believe you should never get over somebody. They're a part of your life. They always will be. I think where we come in as mediums is we're never going to erase that grief, but through the work of a medium, we can validate that we do continue on in a different form, right? And that's, I think, for me especially, that's healing. And again, I revert back to when I went through my health, situation, knowing that there's more beyond the physical world, or at least giving me the option to consider that there's more beyond the physical world, to me helped me a lot. And again, it's comforting knowing that they're not truly gone, that we will see them again. But that's what we do. I mean, that's all I can offer from the medium's point of view.
Right.
Again, if you're reaching out to a medium to think that a reading's going to like eliminate any part of your grief, I'm sorry, you're going to be disappointed. And that's why I always encourage people to go through the grieving process before reaching out for a reading. I always say a good barometer or measurement is when you can think of that person that you've lost from the physical world, and you can smile and start to remember things, the goofy moments. And just in that state where it's like you have these pleasant memories and it's a little bit lighter, that's when I feel you should reach out. Because if you're reaching out when you're first in grief, there's nothing going to help you. And a lot of times it could make it worse. And that's just my perception or my opinion on that.
Thank you, Sherry. And you're absolutely right. The holidays can be hard for a lot of people. Sending love and healing energy for all. Thank you. And thank you for joining us today and sending love and healing energy for all as well today. Diane says she finds it very comforting knowing they're around. Yes, mediumship can offer a lot of comfort. Again, like Michael said, it can't take away the grieving process, but it can offer comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I
Okay.
know. Oh, I was just going to talk about readings a little bit. Every reader reads a little bit different, so it can be comforting. When I read, a lot of laughs come through. That's because I'm a goofy person, right? So that's how spirit likes to deliver to me. So I always say in a reading, there will be crying and there will be laughing. Both are appropriate and both are necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it can, that's how it can kind of help move it along a little bit, or help you over the humps, but it will never eliminate physically missing our people. We will always miss them physically, even knowing that that their energy is still there, even knowing that there is life after this life, doesn't take away from missing them in the physical. Oh, Pammy, she says,
Pammy, thank you.
Michael, you have helped me immensely when my sister passed. My spiritual awakening happened after she left.
Thank you, Pammy. I'm just reading the comments, so
So
there's so many of them.
They are going back pretty quick.
And just to reiterate, we're not ignoring anybody, but the comments go by so quick and we can only get to so many. And I love this show and I love the shows on this network because of what we're talking about here, what we're doing here. We're sharing. Everybody has gone through or is going through life right now. And being able to provide an environment like this where we can share and talk about the things, excuse me, it's so dry, I lose my voice, and the readings too, even though you may not get a specific or personal reading here, everybody can share in the reading because it validates that, if one person's family member is here from the other side, why isn't yours? So they're here. And I feel it's something maybe we should talk about too, is again, looking for the signs. Everybody's looking for signs. How do I know my people are around me? Because it's a very common question that we get asked all the time.
Hello, Tanya. Oh boy, I haven't seen you for a while. There is Tracy. Good morning, Ty. I see there Irene and Cher Bear. I'm sure I've missed some people.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to say hello to as many as I can as I see you guys come through. Hey, Jenny had a question. I wanted to talk about, it was something about saging cards or clearing cards. Okay. The cards not being cleansed is why you're not getting a clear, that has nothing to do with not getting a clear reading. Cleansing your cards, taking care of tools like cards, pendulums, whatever you choose to use. Again, it's very individual, whatever feels good to you. There are really no rules with that. I never cleanse my cards. I shouldn't say never.
There you go.
But yes. But when if I'm cleansing my space, my cards are getting, that I feel like they're getting cleansed as well. But I don't ever do anything specific with them. When I pick them up, I set my intention. So, not getting that clarity doesn't have anything really to do with the cards being cleansed. It has to do with maybe your intentions when you're sitting down. Maybe you're rushed. Maybe you're just not there. Maybe you're just not in the state to be reading in that moment. So just take a minute, clear your own energy, then jump into the cards.
Yep. And it's literally intention.
Yes.
This is just a couple that I've read about over the years. And I wanted to get to Sherry Garrigan's question because that's a great question. So here's my cards. Okay. One of the techniques I've read about is just putting it in your left hand.
Yeah.
Or your non-dominant hand, I should say, and knock 3 times. That clears them.
Knock 3 times. Now I want to sing that song.
The other way, you can just imagine a white light around your cards. Again, it's just intention, right? We put too much thought into everything we do, but it's so simple. So that's just a couple ways. Sherry, how do we know if they are on the other side? This may be a controversial answer, but I'm going to give you my my opinion on this. There is no other place than the other side. Once we leave the physical world, we're on the other side. It's just a different vibration. It's a place that we came from. So it's not this strange place that we've never been to.
No, it's our natural
This
state
is
of
the
being.
temporary experience. Physical world is temporary. That's our true environment. I think where people get confused is because the BS on TV that people are stuck. You do not get stuck. If you think about this in the way I'm getting on my soapbox, I'm getting passionate about this question. Here's early on when I started hearing some of these concepts, and I think a lot about these things. So think of it this way. Again, I just said the other side is not some foreign place we've never been to. We come from that place. So when we come into this world, we have guides, right? We have family members on the other side. When we leave the physical world, if there was any question about us being confused, do you not think that your guides and your family members won't be there to greet you? Right? So that's just a simple thought that I want to put out there. So again, they go. You know, you can mix religion into this, and I'm not going to get into that because of obvious reasons. But your people, our people, are not lost. They're not confused.
We're stuck.
They don't go to purgatory because it doesn't exist. We go home. And I'll leave it at that. I hope that helps.
Christine says, rock the soapbox, Michael. Keep going. Jacqueline, I see you there. Yes, this is live.
Hey, Jackie.
And thank you for joining us. Sherry, she says, we're actually free when we leave the physical. Yes, it's our natural state of being.
Mm-hmm.
We simply, like Michael said, we simply return to where we came from.
I've heard channelers talk about this. It's like waking up from a dream. I mean, I'm sure, especially if you're in your 50s, well, probably not even that old. You ever have a dream so real? Like you wake up and you're thinking you missed the school bus and you got to get up, but it's Sunday and you're 50 years old.
Yeah.
I've heard it described as that. Maybe that's a little bit of confusion. Like, whoa. And that's how I've heard spirit talk about when we pass. It's like waking up from that dream. And we're so into it. Like right now, this is in our human mind, this is all that exists. And we hold on to it so tight. But it's like waking up and it's like you were in a play. So you're playing a role, you're playing a part. Not to say this is not real. This is real. This is a place for our soul to go to grow and experience different emotions, you know, in situations. Again, there's books on the topic. But yeah, everything that happened to you here stays here physically. Nothing gets carried over to the other side that we physically, mentally, emotionally went through. So I hope that helps. Sherry, you're right. If there's anything at purgatory, we're living it, right?
That's
the physical world.
I agree with that.
That is for sure.
Good day, Heidi.
So yeah, there we go. Hi, Diana.
Hello, Joni.
And hello to everybody just joining us. You probably, if you caught me right in the middle of one of my tirades, rants.
Excuse me.
Hi, Christine. Good morning.
Speaking of our loved ones being on the other side, I would like to talk about a father energy that I have felt around me. So, this is a father. I do feel like he had illness. He's actually telling me that he did pass from cancer. Draft beer. I keep seeing draft beer with him. Draft beer from a local brewer. I don't know what that means, but I keep hearing that would have been his favorite, and somebody would understand that, would have drank it with him. So I'm going to leave that there and see if anybody can claim that.
Yes, Diane. That is a great question or a great comment, because I sit here sometimes and like, all right, I know I'm talking to myself and my higher self. This is kind of weird because I'm like, I already know what I'm going to say because it's me.
Right.
If you think about it and get in your head, it's like, I got to step away from this because my mind just did a pretzel. But yeah, when you have those conversations with yourself, I fully believe and feel that we're talking with our higher self. So my question is, hey, you knew this was going to happen when I do something stupid. Why didn't you intervene? And I get the answer of, how are you going to learn if I stop you? It's like when you have that little fork and you want to stick it in the light socket. Someone can tell you not to do that because it's going to hurt, but
You're going to do it.
until you do it yourself and feel it, that's the only way you learn.
Yeah.
Some of us do it 2 or 3 times before we get the point.
Tony, you say I can. Is that regarding the father? So I want to, please tell me like what percentage of this. So I don't feel like it's necessarily that he worked for this company, Tony. It would have been a local brewed draft beer. That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep seeing, and I know that it's local. It would also it would have been something that you would have enjoyed with him. So I don't know that can you take, I just want to, it's not about working for Budweiser. It's about, this is just something that they enjoyed. So I'm curious if anybody can take all of that. This beer had honey in it, had honey flavor.
Oh yeah?
It's so weird. I can't stand beer, but it's almost like I can taste it. Had a honey flavor in it. So, okay, I'm going to leave that there. We'll go forward.
Can I, because I'm feeling,
Yes.
of course,
Are you feeling it? Okay.
I'm feeling it, but what I'm feeling is a heavy energy around him.
Okay.
I feel like he wants to talk about some, like, I'm just going to go with what I'm feeling from this gentleman. I don't feel like he could be the most pleasant person at times because I feel like he wants to come through and like talk about not handling his emotions as best as he could. He's making me feel that he could be verbally abusive at times. And he's holding this little dog. Like I see him in this recliner and he's holding this little, what I see is like a toy poodle. I don't know exactly if that's the breed, but I know it's a smaller dog that you could actually pick up. But I'm seeing an image of him sitting in like a lazy boy recliner chair holding this dog. He wasn't that old when he passed as well, because I feel he's in his 50s somewhere when he passes.
Okay, I was gonna say early 60s, like he's somewhere there. He's not very old. Okay, so yes.
Margie is saying, my ex loved draft beer. He was verbally abusive towards me. He died September 19th. Okay. I do get the feeling with this person that it was like a quick sudden passing, and I feel it was either heart stroke. So I'm feeling both of those actually, because I'm feeling he would have had heart issues, but I feel it's like, okay, so he was 52. Okay. Was that his passing though? It was really quick. Like I'm seeing it again. It's like, yeah. Here, 1 second, go on to next. So Charlene, you understand this? And Charlene, can you take the dog as well? That was part of the evidence that I was seeing. He kind of wants me to move away from that aspect of his life, because this is what he's making me feel. It's like there's no sense in apologizing, because that does no good. And he means that with that's very heartfelt, because it's like I can say I'm sorry, but it doesn't erase what I did. There was no excuse for what I did. Yes, the dog. Okay. He's just making me feel like he had deep-rooted issues that he never would have gotten help for. He's also making me feel that he went through financial strain. I just feel it's like his life was very difficult. But as far as you, Charlene, he's like, that's where I feel the most grief from his side. Okay. He's not carrying the grief, but he's just explaining. It's like you're the one person that showed him love, kindness, compassion. And I didn't appreciate it. But just know that that meant a lot to me, and he wishes he could have just expressed that emotion. And he keeps showing me tattoos on his forearm. I don't know. There's something about tattoos. This is like the second or third time he's shown me the tattoos. Would you understand the tattoos?
I'm seeing that some other people are resonating. So as always, Spirit's very, very efficient in delivering a message. So take what you can from it.
Mm-hmm. You know? Okay, good. All right, I got to throw this out there. This is interesting because he shows me the devil dog, which is a hostess cake, but it's also a term used by the Marine Corps. They're known as devil dogs. So either he's trying to get me to talk about a devil dog, the literal devil dog treat, or he wants me to reference the Marine Corps. So yes, the tattoos.
Oh, that's interesting, Michael, because I was just seeing a picture of him. I was going to talk to I see the way that I'm seeing it makes me feel that it's a photo. It generally is when I see it like this. It's a picture of him outside, and I'm really drawn to the boots. The boots are important in the photo, and I don't know if that's connecting with what you're talking about, but I do need to talk about the photo, and I feel like it's a photo that you would understand. Okay, it was the arm. That's why I was seeing the boots. Okay. All right. Perfect. You understand the picture. I feel he's making me feel like this is a picture that's well known. You may even have it, but it's a picture of him standing outside. And again, I'm drawn to the boots. The boots are important as to something that he did. We now know that it is Army. So he's referencing that photo. He's also showing me a rainbow. I know that sounds kind of generic, but he's showing me a rainbow as a sign. And I'm curious to know if you would understand that. Okay.
Yes, to a photo.
Awesome. I love it. So just know he came in really strong. I know we were talking to you earlier. That's probably why I felt like around. Just know that he came in really, really, really strong for you. And he is acknowledging. He's acknowledging you. He's also acknowledging the holiday. Just know that he comes in with a lot of love and support for you.
I just asked him for a quick message. I mean, I was like, okay, what would you like to say? And he shows me this image. So I'm just going to describe what he's showing me. I don't know if you said you were married, but he shows me, I'm seeing this as an engagement, but I see like out in nature, I'm seeing a waterfall. But I just see him like proposing.
Perfect.
But it gives me this feeling like I meant to do it this way, or because I'm asking him for clarification, but do you understand any of that? And it's okay if you don't, Charlene.
Shows me he leaves coins as well. And for some, I see them as nickels.
And he says somebody's not taking care of their diabetes. Stay on top of that. But I will leave you with that, Charlene. Like Jennifer said, this is just his way to come in. When you say, was that reference the proposal and that? Because I'm sorry to ask, but sometimes we throw out so many things, which I try to intentionally give one at a time. But As long as it
And
makes sense to you, that's all it's important.
that's
That's
all
all
that
that matters.
matters. Thank you for being here, and thank you
Yeah.
for being open, Charlene.
All right. Hi, Lyra.
Okay. And again, if anyone else can take, a message or some comfort or something in that, again, Spirit's very, very good at coming in and delivering, being very efficient with their messaging.
Okay. Her
Okay.
daughter's type 1. Okay, because that was just a message from him. It's like, stay on top of that. Oh, is she the one sneaking the treats? He may have tried to pull in 2 messages at once with the devil dog reference.
There you
So I
go.
probably confused that. So if she's sneaking treats, that's him calling her out on that. So
Hello, sunshine.
he's still watching over everybody. Okay. Hey, Lyra, I wanted a message. I saw your live the other day and I was commenting in the comment section, but it appeared that you weren't seeing the comments. So just wanted to let you know I was there. And I was gonna heckle you, but apparently there was issues with Facebook as usual. Yes, definitely. Okay. Okay.
Good morning, Lori. You want to pull some cards, Michael?
I do. Hold on. Yeah, Irene. Kelly must be reading my mind in the background because that's the question I was focusing on. So Irene wants to know or says, I had a dream that felt so real. Last, I was talking to a past loved one out of nowhere. A red light flashed and I was jolted awake. That's a visit. I'll just keep this brief and everybody please pay attention because this is what we talk about when we talk about dreams. They're so vivid and it feels so real, like you were there, like your person was with you. And when you get up in the morning, it's like you remember it because you know a dream, at least for me, if it's just a dream, as soon as I open my eyes, I forget everything about it. But visitations, I still remember. I've had one from both of my brothers, my sister, my grandfather, both grandfathers. And I still remember each one of them. That's how real they were. And this is like 20 plus years ago. So pay attention to that. When it's something that's that vivid, it's them. And as far as interpreting it, I wish I could help you with that.
So I'm giggling at Joni's question. If there are people I don't like in this life, can I avoid them?
Oh, absolutely. But the spiritual side of this is those people are in your life for a reason.
I heard it explained very well one time, and it blew my mind. These people, yes, they are in your life for a reason. You made an agreement with them before you came here for whatever reason. They were, for whatever the lesson was, right? For whatever the reason they were to be in your life. That doesn't mean that you knew it was going to play out the way that it did, but you made an agreement. You will teach me, we will learn this from each other. And then we came on down to earth and it played out. So, I heard it said one time that when, of course, none of us know, right? Mm-hmm. But when we pass, we will see these people again. And we'll be like, hey, you did a real good job messing me up. I learned a lot now this time. So I don't know, but that kind of made me feel better about, that made me feel better about some things in my life.
I just wrote this down too. We're one another's asshole.
Yes. And on the other side,
if you're brutally honest with yourself, you've been an asshole towards somebody else. So we get to play both sides of that.
Yes.
Because I know there's people that don't want to be around me, especially during my military time. Oh, God.
But we also have to remember on the other side, we're not carrying, like Michael said, we're not carrying the human stuff with us.
Nope.
Right. So we're not carrying all of that negativity, that whatever it might be, jealousy, whatever it might be. Right. We're not carrying that forward. So it's completely different.
Yeah.
It will be a completely different than than the relationship here on earth. That's the only way I can wrap my brain around that.
So, Carol, I see your comment, but we do not do predictions, and we don't, especially with medical, financial. I don't believe that's predictable. Sometimes we got to be real with ourselves. It's just we have to find a way for ourselves to get out of those situations. I don't sugarcoat. I'm not going to paint a rosy picture, but I hate to be that guy, but Spirit does not show us the way out of our life situations. They may guide you. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I mean, I've been in a situation where I bought something that I know I can't afford, but I did it anyway. And months later, I'm like, why did I do that? And then it's up to me to figure out how to get out of that. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Carol, I will just throw a general card.
Yes.
You know what, Joni? I'm probably going to be doing some of that too, so it's all good.
Well, the good thing is, Joni, you won't have a body over there, so you won't feel it. So na.
All right, Carol, I'm going to actually pull from, I feel like I'm going to pull from my angel deck for you. Irene says, love that answer. We are all assholes. Right. Right, Sherry, exactly. It's because of it's because of a lot of things. I'm just
free will.
We've already been on that soapbox.
Free will.
Yes. Okay, Carol. Here, they're kind of sticky.
Uh-oh. Did you tap them, clear them? There you go.
Now, see, I've just got in my mind.
Now that song's in your head again.
Yes. It's a good song, though. Okay, Carol. Forgiveness. So you have this card. It is, I'm going to read it and then I'm going to talk to you about it a little bit. The door to my heart opens inward. I move through forgiveness to love. And this card is actually talking about self-forgiveness. Michael, you're just talking about that with buying the vehicle, right? It says, the angels want you to remember that self-forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. You need to approach it exactly as you would approach forgiving someone else, with a lack of ego, compassionate heart, and a patient and persevering mind. So I find myself guilty of this sometimes, of beating myself up over decisions I made or I should have, a lot of should haves. I should have done, I should have said, I should have whatever. And so when you get to feeling that way, when things feel a little bit tough in your life or unsure, really look. I just encourage you to take a minute and really look. And have you forgiven yourself? Are you able to stop beating yourself up and just move forward? So this card is reminding you that self-forgiveness is important too. We all make mistakes, and we make mistakes that affect our own lives as well. So we have to give ourselves the same grace we would give others and say, that's okay. That's a learning moment. And I forgive myself for that. And now I'm going to work through it and I'm going to go forward. So that card is just reminding you of that, Carol, and I'm sending you a lot of love.
And I pulled one for Christine Campbell. So if you're still here, I'm just going to go through this. So it's the Firm Foundation card. Okay. But what I'm feeling with this, or what I'm feeling for you, Christine Campbell, is it's the feeling of you just starting over. And what I mean by that, or what I feel around that, is either like you made the decision to stand up for yourself, put yourself first, and stop being like a punching bag for everybody. And I just feel it's like when the card signifies firm foundation, it's like you finally know who you are. And now it's like I'm building going forward and putting myself first, taking care of myself first. Yeah, it's almost like you finally had enough to where it's like you snapped and said, F this, I'm done. Does that make sense at all? I feel it. It feels very strong. So good. What you doing there, Jen?
I have a mother here. I'm writing.
Right.
So I want to talk about her while you were busy. I was just drawing, it's a mess. But I do have a mother here, and this is really interesting because she is reminding you. I do feel like this is for a daughter, but she is reminding you about the tapioca pudding, something about the eggs and the tapioca pudding. They have to be put in a certain way to make me feel like they kind of got scrambled in or something. So she's reminding you about the eggs and the tapioca pudding. And I'm going to wait and see if anybody could understand that, because that's very, very specific. So I'm going to wait. I want to see if anybody gets that, and we can go forward until we hear.
I don't want to throw anybody off by throwing out a name, so I'll wait.
Okay.
I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget the name I'm hearing.
Because this was a dish that she would make. It's a dish that you have now, this is funny, the way that I hear it, attempted to replicate. It has to do with the eggs. That's all I know. That's all I know right now. So we will wait. I didn't even know there were eggs in tapioca pudding, but apparently there are in this. Hello, Sophie. I'm going to pull a card for you while we're waiting. I'm going to pull from... You got something, Michael?
Sophie's your niece, right?
Sophie is my niece, yes.
Her dad has passed, right?
Correct.
Did we? I just felt like, whoop. When we sat down with Amy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have a message for her? I bet she would love one.
He's like really just wants to make it short, sweet, to the point. I don't normally get into a message without the evidence, but I know this is him because of
connected.
When we got together. It's like to say I love you. He can't express how much love he has for you, and just the fact that he wasn't able to spend as much time with you as he wanted or was able to. Just know that you are everything to him. I know that's again, I normally don't just jump into a message, but he's like, that's what he wants me to say. So I'm like, here you go. And there's something, he's showing me these earrings. So I don't know if there's any meaning with the earrings, but I'll stop there. Just know that he just came right in and was like, I don't want to miss my opportunity to say hello and come in.
Sophie, here's the angel card I pulled for you. It's peace. And it says, nothing can disrupt my peace. It is just reminding you to choose peace in your life again and again and again. Our peace is so important. It's saying, do not let anyone disrupt your peace. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace. So it's just reminding you to find your peace even when times are difficult. Find that little bit of peace within yourself, and choose peace every time.
Okay, he's not done.
Oh, of course he's not.
He wants to talk about the letters being written to him in spirit, because I feel he's showing me like you either writing. I see it as writing. So I see, this is the image I see, is you writing to him. But he wants you to know that he sees that and he hears you talk to him. And he says you're stubborn like he was.
No, my niece?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. So, Sophie, I don't know if that resonates or that makes sense, but he just wants you to be aware that he hears you. And again, that's what he's showing me, like letters or notes being written to him. So I'll stop there.
Also, Sophie, really quick, many things he says there are many things that are left unsaid. I don't know if he's come into your dreams, but I feel like at some point he is going to come into your dreams. If he has not already, I know you're very intuitive, and I know you'll understand when that happens. So thanks for hopping on today, Sophie. I haven't seen you forever. Hello, Kat. Celeste. Thanks for stopping by, Christine.
So what about the mom that stepped in? Any more from her? I was hearing the name Marge or Margie around that woman.
Margie, if Margie is still on, I'm curious if this could be her mother. Because we did have a Margie on. I know her mother has passed. There is something about this. I'm calling it's tapioca pudding, and there's something about putting the eggs into it when it's hot that's not being done properly, or there's a question about. Yes, Margie, do you understand that with your mother? Do you understand this tapioca? Margine, do either one of you understand that? Because that's what she's very clear about. There's just something about making this pudding. It feels like it looks, I'm hearing tapioca, so I'm going with that. And there's something about it's hot and there's eggs that go into it. That's what she's showing me. So if you can take that, then that would be your mother. Margie. Nothing. Okay. So that's I want. All right. So I don't know where this goes. I'm just going to leave this then. I hate doing that, but with the time and stuff that we have, I know that this is important. So if it's not to either one of you, we're just going to let it. Hot chocolate pudding. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Okay, we have time for a couple more cards.
Let's go back up through. Again, thank you, everybody, for showing up today. Again, I know it's impossible to get through everybody's comments. Just know we know you're there. We appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm just scrolling. And again, we don't usually take requests. I'm just kind of go to Tanya Marie is here. Hello, Tanya Marie.
Lori.
Are you still here, Tanya Marie? Hello, Tanya. Let's see what we have for Tanya. It's always kind of weird when I've read for somebody before, because I always question, it's like, am I remembering this or is this them? And Tanya, I'm just going to go with this because your grandfather's here. And the signature way he lets me know again, and this feels very familiar, was the cowboy hat. And it's kind of like they take me to where we may have left off about this person and then go on. But he's making me feel like he was a very big mentor in your life. That's the feeling he give me. Again, it's like, I don't take crap from anybody, and either should you. Yep, that's my grandpa. Okay, so let me just get a quick message from him. I know it's him. I'm not even. I don't even. The cowboy hat tells me it all, because you've already. And I got to get out of my head, because he shows me sitting on the edge of a couch or bed in your studio, like sitting at the edge while you work. So he's there present when you're doing your work. He just wants to express how happy he is for you with where you are in your life right now. He's saying, like, your partner, you couldn't have picked a better man. he makes me feel like they never met, like they didn't get a chance to meet, but that's just what I'm feeling. But he's so proud of like who you are. And how he's also mentoring your children. I feel like he's just highlighting how big of a part of their lives he is. Does that make sense in any way? But I'm just going to leave it at that, Tanya. It's just a really quick message from him to let you know he's around. Did he not like green bean casserole? Because he shows me green bean casserole, and he's like, "Oh,
It's the Thanksgiving food show." Hey, Tanya, when Michael was talking, I was seeing something as well. It's like a corded, it's a bolo tie is out there called. Do you understand that? I'm seeing an image of that as Michael talks about your grandfather.
thank you, Heidi. I seen your message. I just wanted to see that or say that."
Hello, Heidi.
Yeah.
We are not green bean fans.
Okay, because he showed me it, and I was just like, either he didn't like it, somebody didn't like it, but he wanted me to talk about the green bean casserole.
So I saw someone talking about their cousin and tapioca pudding. He had a bow tie. Okay. I don't know if, and we are kind of short on time, so I'm not going to go all the way into that connection, but just know that, and I could have the relationship wrong. It really does feel like mother to me. So I'm going to just give the message really quick. It feels like mother to me. She is talking about a recipe. I also feel like this is I feel like this would be the first holidays without her. There is a recipe that needs to be replicated. She is talking about the eggs. It is definitely tapioca. It's a hot pudding and eggs go in it, but she's just saying to be very careful about the eggs. There was an incident at some point in time where they became scrambled. I don't know what that is, but scrambled in the pudding. So she's reminding you about, she's really on that. She's reminding you about that. And also I'm seeing the cinnamon. She says, don't forget the cinnamon on the top. So Celeste, okay, I'm going to give that to you because she is just here and she won't let it go on this pudding thing. And so if she had that motherly energy to you, ooh, now I have the chills. Now I know, because as soon as you wrote that, it was like, yes. She's reminding you how to make that, and just know that she will be there. Okay. She'll be guiding, she'll be supporting, loving. Also, she says she's going to be laughing at the way that you do it. If you understand, what that is. And her message to you, it really is to remember to laugh. Like I can hear her laugh. She laughed over a lot of things. Again, we were talking earlier about laughter and joy and living life being healing, right? Just being healing within itself. Laugh and she will laugh with you. That's how I'm hearing it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. And I'm sorry that was so fragmented and being pulled everywhere, but she just wouldn't let this cooking of this tapioca go. So, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being open, Celeste.
And everybody, thank you for joining us this morning.
Hey, you totally skipped the green beans. That's done. Happy Thanksgiving.
Green beans are awesome. So really quick, I just want to mention I do have an upcoming online dem on 15 December at 6 p.m. local or central local. Tickets are available through my website if you're interested. The description, everything is there. And then you want to do a collective card reading?
Sure. Just really quick, Celeste, she's also talking about a necklace. She's, I don't know if you understand what that is, but she's acknowledging a necklace has something to do with the two of you. It would be significant. You would understand what that is. I just got to throw that in because I'm seeing that. Okay, what deck do we want to pull from, Michael?
Well, I got my my psychic
Yes.
oracle, John I'm
Yes.
saying it all backward. John Holland.
And
yeah.
while you're shuffling, I just wanted to say Thanksgiving, or happy Thanksgiving, not just Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Marge is cooking green beans.
It's about green beans today.
Almondine right now.
Sonya's grandfather got us talking about the green beans. Eat your vegetables. All right. I'm shuffling.
Okay.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be like big come Sunday. Rest and rejuvenate, because how many people actually have a relaxing holiday season with their family? I have yet to meet one person where it's not chaos. So this is in relation to the Thanksgiving holiday. Don't forget to take time for yourself. It's funny too, because I'm being reminded, like, don't think you have to do everything yourself. Get the lazy people off the couch and tell them to give you a hand. So if you're the primary person putting the dinners together, don't do it alone. You tell those lazy bastards to get off the couch. Sorry. And give you a hand.
Just really quick. Celeste, I feel like it is around. I don't feel like that it is lost forever. It's interesting that you would say that, because I felt like it had cremains in it. I do feel like it's going to show up. Boy, I can't keep my hand off mine. Like, it's around. I'm going to leave that with you. It's around, and it is going to show up. I don't feel like it is gone. Because she is acknowledging it, and she's also acknowledging the intention with it. So I'm going to leave that with. Was the dog like a boxer? White and brown? If this isn't her dog, we'll just go forward before we bring another dog in and run way over on time.
Yeah.
A Rottweiler, was he white and brown? Because that would be like the same build as the boxer, right? And I don't know my breed, so I'm curious if he was white and brown. I think Rottweilers are mostly black, but I don't really know either.
Yeah, they're black and like a
and this one feels smaller, but he has that kind of beefy body. So
they're all in the same class.
Yeah. Anyway, his name was actually DOG. Cool. So anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. Please know, I do feel like you're going to find that necklace with the cremains. It is around. And even if you don't please take comfort in knowing that she is reconnected with her dog on the other side. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you all for being here. There's a cat. Oh my gosh. She has all the animals. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Again, thank you for joining us this morning. Jess, we noted that you're late and we're not important to you anymore. So I'll make a mental note of that.
You're welcome, Celeste.
So yeah, next week, I think that's our week that we have to do either a Tuesday or a Thursday, but we'll post about it. Again, if you're interested, I do have that online dem, 15 December. Information's on my website. And that's all I have for everybody today.
Thanks for popping in, Debbie. You can catch us next week. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
We'll see you next week.
We're still on. Ta-da! Here we are. Where did Kelly go?